TC3 is launching a groundbreaking new Farm to Bistro initiative that is teaching students the skills they need to be competitive in today's marketplace. Students from our new Sustainable Farming and Food Systems and a new state-of-the-art Culinary Arts program will get hands-on experience with the entire food system, including planning, growing, marketing, distributing, preparing, and presenting. These new programs will require a unique infrastructure to support them, and it all starts at the TC3 Organic Farm.
Plans are to have a mixed fruit and vegetable farm, primarily vegetables grown organically, doing a small orchard. And it is going to be a production level farm. The food will be grown to provide for the bistro and also the dining hall. Maybe a small CSA, potentially working with other restaurants in the community. The ultimate goal is to have the farm have as much renewable energy as possible, have a windmill, have some solar energy, some solar panels, so using the electricity on the farm would be generated by renewable energy.
Located adjacent to the Dryden campus, the farm provides the ideal opportunity for students to experience food production at a human-scaled local level. This dynamic field lab and classroom will also enrich the curriculum in agriculture, biology, environmental study, and many other classes. Along with the farm, TC3's new culinary center called Coltivare will be built in downtown Ithaca. Coltivare will support the educational mission of Farm to Bistro with teaching labs and real-world experience for students in a live restaurant setting. The restaurant will feature a seasonal menu sourced with local ingredients. Cultivare will also feature flexible event space and tasting room with offerings from local area beverage producers.
These two new degree programs have more of the emphasis on this Farm to Bistro initiative, but they're the centerpiece of a periphery of other degree programs as well, with wine marketing, our entrepreneurship, environmental science, hospitality program, all kind of interconnect. And what we believe will happen as these programs mature and get underway and mature, students will kind of move in and out of some of these curricula depending on what their real interest is, and as they begin to discover their real interest.
I wanted to find an industry that was flourishing. This is an industry that's growing in New York, and it has. In the past 10 years, I've seen many more wineries show up, and it's only growing from here. Being as dynamic as possible is really important in a small business. When you talk about a small business, it's very few people doing a whole bunch of work at the same time.
Agave, we call it Southwest inspired. Basically, we take flavors that they use in the Southwest, we bring them here to Ithaca, and we utilize local ingredients as much as possible. Staffing would be the biggest thing that we would benefit from, because what I would hope is that the people that would come out of that program would have enough experience from the program and enough commitment level to the industry, having learned what they had, that they're a step ahead in terms of understanding what they're getting into. So instead of walking in and seeing 200 or 300 covers in the course of a few hours and being like, oh my God, this is a different world than I'm used to, they can get excited about that.
One thing that really attracted me to this region, and one of the reasons that I stayed here rather than going back to Ohio, one, the sense of community around here, and that sense of community largely comes from the agricultural community here. I personally feel that things are going to get to the point where we all have to go back to sourcing everything from our home and regionally. So I think that that's going to mean that we need educated people that know how the land works, that know how to grow, food, how to do sustainable farming. And I think that education is the only way that we can achieve that.
At Wegmans, we really try to create a unique shopping experience. So it is an opportunity for customers to have a lot of high standards and great choices. You'll see that certainly we serve the needs of the grocery store, but we also have a lot of other choices in terms of high-end cheese, meat, seafood, and then prepared foods. That grows year over year. We try to anticipate our customers' needs and provide incredible service, incredible product day in and day out, and that really hinges upon the people. Put a great program together in a community like this to serve that need for folks who want the education, the background, the experience, to have businesses that want to support that and give them the hands-on knowledge is awesome. We have, our business, and I know many of the other businesses locally have a great need to bring in educated, professional individuals that want to serve this need. It's a greater time than any to serve that need here in this area. Not only do we want to bring in local products, we want to bring in local people. And this really satisfies some of that need as well.
Food is a common bond, across cultures. And from what I've learned, just kind of working on this project, is that it seems that TC3 has this great international community and a very diverse community of students and faculty and staff. And there's a lot of differences out there amongst people, but food is kind of like something that brings people together.
TC3 is set up in a great location to fulfill the needs for a variety of local businesses and provide students with a skill set that can take them anywhere in the country. With the organic, sustainable farm and a state-of-the-art culinary center like Coltivare, TC3 will offer education for these industries that no other community college is currently providing. It will take a great deal of support to provide quality education, economic growth, community engagement, and a future in food. Your contribution will make the difference.